Alright guys, ladies and gentlemen, here we finally are. Happy Feet versus TNC. HF, they were kind of cutting it close. They were like 2 minutes off getting it for loss in game number 1. But they finally arrived. My name is Dragon Job, I'm joined by Gareth. This is a lower bracket elimination series in Captain's Draft 4.0 SEA Qualifiers. Gareth, good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Wow.
Yeah, we're all getting sick. Everyone's dying. Happy Feet, they rock up. They rock up and they arrive. We're ready to go.
You do sound a bit awful, I'm not gonna lie, but you seem to be in good spirits regardless. So hopefully we can have
We'll
some
get
good
through
games. Yeah. Cheer you up a little bit.
So what's our schedule like today? We've got this game between Happy Feet and TNC in the lower bracket, and then we go back up to an SQWG.
That is exactly right. Got the 2 games, and then tomorrow with the 2 remaining games, the lower bracket finals begins with the winner of this one and loser from an SQWGU, and then the winners of those
And then the grand
matches in
final.
grand finals. Yeah, about to wrap up here tomorrow, but for today, Happy Feet or TNC, one of these teams will be going home.
Well, they're speedily drafting through, right? All 6 of these bands, like, very snappy between the 2 teams. Ricky, Kunka, Bounty, Monkey, 4-roll heroes, the Alchemist that the Filipinos love so much, all removed out. Treant looks like it's the only kind of 4-roll-ish hero. We did see, though, Jesse Vash play it as more of a 5 the other day when they had it on Happy Feet previously. But there's minus armor strats, there's pushing strats here with like Pugna, Chen, Leshrak is there. Heroes like Puck and Queen of Pain, these mid lane dominators are still around. You've got the opportunity to go for like a Magnus plus a Slark or a Magnus, CK, Sven. There's a few little combos in there, but there's also an Invoker. There's also that Invoker in the mid lane that we could see potentially come out.
In what the Invoker can do in the hands of Gary the other day, it's enough to put them over the edge, but it gave them a lot of time, a lot of space. In Captain's Draft in particular, there's always a chance of some of these heroes being even more impactful because you don't have necessarily the best ways to deal with them. In this game, Vengeful Spirit Pugna, as I said already, with the push. Might actually see Vengeful Spirit as one part of a bit of a ganking combo because, yeah, I mean, the only other 4-roll hero per se would perhaps be the Chen, even if you want to try and run him a bit of more aggressive style. Starting to roam a little bit earlier with these early creeps.
We've seen a lot more of the kind of greedier Chen now as well, anyway. With a kind of medallion rush into, like, Brown Boots, Hand of Midas, get the Ags as quickly as you can. And Chen is more of like a scaling 4 now than it is the kind of, hard pressure early game laning and ganking Chen that we used to see and love so much. But there is the Puck, along with a Skarath Mage, lots of magic damage there up against, Pugna's Decrap, but it works both ways. That Netherward could get a lot of value in this game up against these, kind of spammy magic damage dealing int heroes that are going to get nuked down by the little Netherward blasts.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be the first time I've seen a Skarath Mage just kill himself on that. Which wouldn't be ideal for Happy Feet, but it's just something that they're gonna have to play around. And Tidehunter, another one of these things that actually offers quite a bit of crowd control out of the offlane. So they go for that rather than something like Legion Commander or Timbersaw. The Leshrak now, so some extra magic damage, some more pushing power. So it looks like TNC kind of want to group up early around the Tidehunter, maybe go for a mechanism, then just use the Edict, the Pugna Blasts to take down tower after tower.
Yeah, they also got like magic damage from the Venge, right? Set up for Split Earth. These could be your 2 supports, but it's still very open with what TNC want to do, attributing lanes to heroes and roles. You're not quite sure from Happy Feet's perspective what's happening, whereas the other way around, you're probably kind of certain that Treant Skarath are supports. Puck mid. I'm not sure about the offlane Puck anymore. And then we're left with like a safe lane and an off lane remaining for Happy Feet. So we're looking towards your Legion. Magnus might not be a bad option here. You can set up for some, decent combos, but it's going to be the Razor that starts off first. So they're going to look for the Razor matchup against the Tidehunter to begin with. So Happy Feet get that advantage for themselves. But I'm still not sure what they do for their off lane now. I think it might just have to be the Legion.
Yeah, it seems like either you go Legion, you don't really go Magnus anymore because you don't really have the good combo with it from the Empower, so you don't get max value out of that. So it's either Legion or Timbersaw just to be super survivable, but against all those magic bursts, not even the case. So instead, the Queen of Pain makes an appearance. It's either offering Puck or Quap.
Yeah, that's a very Happy Feet draft, right? The past couple of days we've been looking, sure enough, Captain's Draft kind of forces people to be a bit more lenient, a bit wonkier with their drafts, but Happy Feet have been probably the weirdest and the most wonderful drafters in this tournament so far. I don't think I would have expected a Queen of Pain to come out last there, but we'll see how things end up. They do like fighting a lot early, so this will add into that, just applying lane pressure. You'll have the Treant to support you. Maybe they'd run these, kind of dual lanes with Razor Treant up against the Tide to kind of smash that lane. Then Queen of Pain Skywrath to, just dual this long-range nuke damage to these very, TNC has squishy heroes. Yeah. Pugna, Venge, Leshrac, if they get a couple of hits, a Shadow Strike here, or an Arcane Bolt there, they can lose their lives very, very quickly. But I don't know what to expect from them either. Like, in my eyes, we've seen a lot more Leshrac support in Southeast Asia than we have core. So, yeah, a safe lane carry. Chaos Knight is the choice.
Alright, so it's eventually going to be tanky enough against all this magic damage. And do a boatload of physical damage as well. Even early on, like once you have your levels, that's all you really need. Especially with the Reality Rift, maybe get lucky with the Extra Illusion. And you're talking about squishy heroes, Happy Feet, they have some of their own. Like Puck, if he gets caught, if he gets locked down at all. Jules especially just dies to one single spell almost from Raven. So
there's no like instant stun though.
That's true.
There's no like instant stun or silence, so Puck should have a decent time kind of phase shifting away and being that annoying nuisance hero. But the fact that Ben-Hur is on the Quap and Yaj is on the Puck does make me think that they're going to throw the Queen of Pain mid up against the Pugna.
Alright, game number 1 of this best of 3 finally starting. Happy Feet versus TNC. And it's a very Captain's Draft, a lot of magic damage on one side. From push, and the Chaos Knight, he's been in the pool for a couple of times, but I believe that's the first time we've seen him in SEA here.
Well, in this game it was like a choice between Sven or CK, right? if they wanted a safe lane carry, both of them offer stuns, but CK offers that displacement tool, against the Queen of Pain, against the Razor and the Puck, the ability to kind of continue chasing, whereas Sven needs to buy a blink. His Warcry doesn't get too much value in this game up against all the magic damage, so CK was pretty much the only real choice they had. But look at this smoke from them.
Running right into Kuroko. He did the A-click, but he's gonna get stunned down. First blood is easy as that. Now TNC, that's a choice. Where do you want to go next? Do you just want to contest top rune and get those two, or want to try and split up a little bit, set up for bottom as well? Looks like
they want to kill more.
Yeah, it also works. I mean, you have all the stuns in the world, and it's also something that we've been talking about time and time again in Captain's Draft. Counter stuns on Happy Feet. You won't find too many.
Nope, there's like Dream Coil. That's kind of it. That's kind of it.
Well, 4 heroes still trying to bully TNC out of this particular lane. Nice little value blast on level 1, so not doing too much. Now, extra stun on the Treant Protector. They're really gonna go for this here. Follow-up stun, double split off, another right click, and another blast will secure a secondary kill. Tims will fall to the Arcane Orb, chasing him down, but Raven, Cuckoo, 1437, they're still fighting, they're still killing. Jules gets himself... No, Cuckoo stays alive to the Verifier. And, oh, never mind. He gets intercepted as Jesse Vash comes back. Very low death timers indeed. And another
Jules
stun,
so
another
much.
death. Gonna get another double kill after all. With the last arcane orb. Alright, so...
Okay, boys, the creeps have spawned mid. Come on, let's get back to lanes. I mean, overall, that's a happy feat. Like, the second part of the fight is a happy feat win. Obviously, the Queen of Pain First Blood makes it an overall win for TNC, but it would have been so much better if they had just killed the Queen of Pain and then gone back to lanes and not contested that rune. You just look at what?
Though. Oh, Vengeful
And the
Spirit.
snipe from Tim's.
Tim's, God, he keeps doing this on whatever hero he plays. First we saw it was on Bounty Hunter, and it's kind of expected. Then he also did it on Treant, or tried to. I don't know, he did it once the other day. Now Vengeful Spirit, because why not?
So what are these lanes? Puck has been sent bot to 1v1 the Tide, so they don't have the Razor versus Tide lane, interestingly enough. Rappy's up top with the Treant, so they have the lane I expected, just not in the place I expected. They're up against the CK Leshrac.
Yeah, it works just
Which
as well,
doesn't
right?
seem
with
amazing.
With the train. I mean, look at Raven, he's actually being bullied out quite hard, but there's two more heroes there, with the stuns and the right clicks. Not exactly what they expected to happen there.
But Happy Feet, they... bottom lane Samich might die here. The orb doesn't connect, so he's fine. No, but... So, if you're running, like, kind of hard dual lanes, the Scarith Mage isn't as good in a tri-lane as, like, a Vengeful Spirit coming in with a stun to set up for Lesh, right? So, Happy Feet... Oh, God, 1437.
Gonna go, the big old punches from Jesse Vash, one more. Not quite enough to stun there to the Razor. And now, again, turn-around play, bit of a minus armor, stacked up, couple of right clicks from Tims and Raven. And, there it is! Actually have quite some fighting power themselves. The Raven cannot man-fight Jesse Vash right now, but he does have help! More right clicks, one punch is not enough for the stick charges. What is happening? 7 and 3, not even 3 minutes in.
Right there is what I was about to explain before they started slaying people. So TNC have this kind of 2.5 lane. The Venge can roam between top and mid, but Happy Feet have this, 2-1-2, and it's a pretty hard 2-1-2. Jules is like roaming into mid occasionally to help out this Ben-Hur Queen of Pain, but he doesn't belong in that top lane. Whereas the Vengeful Spirit can quite easily come in and set up kills, and oh geez, look like Tim's is just all over the place. Vengeful Spirit, this roaming Venge is just so much better in this game. But yeah, like if you have your 2-1-2 like this, the Treant and the Razor, they need to be in a 2v2. As soon as that third hero comes in, they're screwed. They're absolutely screwed. Yeah. So they either need to bring Jules in to help with TP scrolls or just rotations, or they need to just swap their lanes. Like honestly.
Yeah, you could probably easily just send the Puck top instead. You're definitely gonna have an easier time farming on the Razor. And even maybe perhaps bully out that Tide Hunter. But Tims, he's showing up on bottom now. He's throwing out the stun, but Yash can still get the orb jaunt away.
Like this is arcane boots on Tims already. Like he's had it for a good minute and a half or something.
He's a kill on 5 assists, so yeah. And he's basically winning them every single lane right now, it feels like.
Oh, does he get a double bounty rune? And a regen rune?
Let's try and turn around.
The game is rewarding Tims.
Keeps bullying him out.
The Queen of Pain gets the regen. Would have been nice if Tims, threw a stun there, got the regen rune.
Raven actually alone this time around, up against 3 heroes. Fuels can also make that rotation to help. And Raven though is pretty damn tanky with the stick. Keeping himself alive, and okay, this is just telling, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Working away at one.
Like by now, it's a little bit too late. They bring the third hero up here. They bring the Scarith Mage, but they're 3v1 and still can't kill Raven because they don't have the control they need. He just walks away. They've got damage. They've got lots of damage, but without a stun to help the Razor drain all of that damage from Static Link, just isn't enough.
Oh, at least they're gonna force him all the way back in a tier 1 tower. Only that was his last tango. Has one shared from 1437. Best Vash looking to do. Yeah. Just watching 1437 dancing right now. Gonna go on him, okay. Don't quite get lead off until just now, and they're gonna dive under the tower for that kill. Alright, so far so good. TP will be cancelled from Cuckoo. I want to go in on that alone.
And the Venge. They both faked out the TP.
Now they're gonna go on mid instead. Yeah, oh, the blast connects, but not quite enough damage on Quab.
No ulti on Cuckoo yet. Still level 5. Only 5.5 minutes in. This feels like a 10-minute game already with the amount of action we've had.
Oh yeah. And hey, look at this. 2 points up in the Edict. They have a blast. Not working away at this tower here once I get rid of the creeps. 1 for 3-7. Follow up stun. Kuroko doesn't actually have a... Oh, he doesn't blink now. Okay. Almost out of mana. We also had stick charges.
This is TNC playing turbo mode and Happy Feet trying to keep up. That's how insane it's been so far.
Pretty much.
So CK is struggling on farm just a touch, but he'll be fine as soon as the movement rotates mid.
We're gonna finish the tower. They get the silencer off onto the Cuckoo, so he will fall to that on the right clicks. 4-man rotation here into this lane though to make that happen. 1 for 3-7. Gonna have to dodge and duck and dive a little bit. Doesn't have a TP scroll, so all it can really do is we're just trying to wait it out around here. With that vision, Jules still hunting. He's still looking, and almost found him.
Well, they scanned, so they know that he was around here, and they probably know he has no TP. So
yeah,
they're trying to cut off all of the angles of escape. Jules will find him eventually. Come on, for sure. Are they giving up?
Maybe they don't quite know about this particular spot. Jesse Vash might find it. Oh, come on. Come on. There it is, the courier finds him. Alright, that works. DP is into the tier 2. Jules will get the kill. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. They knew he had no TP, so they knew he was still somewhere in their jungle. Yep. It was just a matter of finding him. But yeah, CK was given a bit of spare time, and he goes from like 16 last hits up to close to 30. Raven just showing, you know, you leave my lane alone, I am gonna farm like a madman. I will get every CS that you leave me.
Also like that he's going for Armlet here. It's gonna allow him to keep fighting with his
Ravage
team.
bot?
Oh, it is Yash. Oh, so low, but not low enough. They're keeping him alive now. Sam H. Whoa! Nice dodge down the anchor smash. Yash winning that particular mind game.
Yeah, but Puck has the shorter cooldowns. That's a big Ravage cooldown used.
Oh yeah.
With no real gain.
The stun perfectly timed on the Queen of Pain has to come in, burst down to half health. Kuroko forced to blink out already. Rapping Jesse Vash on front line. See Raven gets a drag back, only the 1 extra illusion. And don't actually get the kill with it, but they do get the tower and are still continuing to fight. Yash not in fighting shape right now, no shrine either to make that happen. Tim's looking for another stun, can't really use it on the Puck. Only be dodged, but look at this. All these low heroes on the side for Happy Feet. This one area to get the stun onto Tree and Protector. Nice little ult there though from Kuroko, equalizing the health situation, and now Rappy looking to try and turn things around, but so is Raven. 2 for 1 trade overall. And they're looking for more, bit of a silence of Raven, trying to burst him down. Now the stun on Quab just to try and keep Ben-Hur away, but he'll still be able to catch up with the blink, the extra orb from Jules. Actually make the fight happen, yeah. It's amazing. Kuroko just with a sonic wave on 3 heroes.
I mean, all 3 of them on like 200 HP, you kind of expect them to maybe retreat, TP back, or, you know, walk back to base and TP back in to continue that fight, but the fact that... okay. Well, that was quick.
Wait, did he pee in a bottle or something? Like, what's happening?
Maybe someone who was dead, like maybe the Razor died, right? Yeah, I think the Razor, while he was dead, went to pee very quickly. I think that's the case. It seems like it anyway. But yeah, with that bait setup, you kind of expect people to, you know, leave and then come back when they're full HP. But they stuck around, knew that they had this moment they could strike over back on TNC, who felt very strong. But just imagine they had the Tide Ravage there, right? Just imagine if Sam H was able to rotate into that lane and come and help them out. The 4-man squad of TNC looked good, but we're still waiting to see this Sam H Tide come up online.
Now we're gonna use the glyph aggressively and defensively at the same time. Just help keep the creeps alive. Yash gets the silence off. Jesse Vash in the middle of that as well. Does not have the overgrowth. And Puck not quite mobile enough just yet to keep himself alive against all of these heroes. And yeah, just gonna keep
the trouble is, you look at the net worth board, right? It's 10 minutes in. Razor Quap Puck, middle of the pack, just ahead of the Vengeful Spirit. But then you have, oh, that's a nice little. How did this happen?
I believe Green Protector is sniping it on the way down to the bottom lane. Raven is looking for Rappy, but he's pretty fast on his feet right now. More TPs in. Jesse Vash will reveal himself.
They have Ravage.
He sucked off a little bit. Sam H, yeah, ready to turn things around whenever he wants to. Now the ultimate from Raven. Oh, still holding on to the Ravage. It's being silenced up now, but they don't even need it to finish up the Razor after all. Meanwhile, in the back, they do track down the Leshrac. Well, back here into the Reality Rift interrupt.
So yeah, you see the difference in how Happy Feet have to fight. With Ravage up, the split there was really good from Happy Feet, right? Two heroes chase the Leshrac, they find that pick, they get the kill. But then the rest of them, 3 of them, they're in this position where they can't clump together. They have to split, you know, every different way just to get away from Sam H, who's holding this Ravage, standing in the middle of 3 of them, just waiting for them to collapse.
Well used, Yash. Well, they really want to hold on to this tower. Raven gets bursted down to quite a decent amount. Jesse Vash in the middle of that gets turned around on with Reality Rift, a couple of right clicks. He was all alone there, and the rest of his team not ready to help him out, and the tower still ends up falling to another blast from Cuckoo.
And they're gonna have like a 4-man shrine.
Don't feel so good. But yeah, overall great success again for TNC. This pushing power really paying off right now. They haven't lost a single of their towers, but they've claimed 4 already on the Radiant side.
10-13, over a kill a minute. Southeast Asian Dota. So yeah, Queen of Pain and Razor, they need to find some way to, you know, get into these items. But the trouble is, neither of them want to farm. These are snowball heroes in, you know, the rawest sense. They want to fight, they want to kill heroes, and that's how they gain their advantage. Is basically by, you know, running at people and outplaying them. They do have farming mechanisms, you know, through Plasma Field and through Scream, but it's slow, long, arduous work, really. You want to be shoving out lanes with these heroes and just trying to make action happen, but you're still running into this Tide Ravage because he held it from last fight.
We're running into Puckner and burst him down with the Mystic Flare, but now, well, yeah, as you said, Sam H does have that threat, but up against 5 heroes with 1 hero already down with 2 big damage dealers, you're gonna have to think twice, but you're forced to use it soon. Razor actually had I TP'd all the way back to base, so that's not gonna happen. The rest of TNC struggling to stay alive. They do turn things around on Rappy at the very least, with Raven showing his face, but Happy Feet gets quite a lot out of that, yeah.
Yeah, that's much better. I mean, it's something they have to do. Like I was just saying, they can't just sit back and farm. They can't wait for the TNC to come to them, because if TNC come to them, they'll set up around a tower or an objective, and they'll have Tide in a place where he'll get a good Ravage. So they managed to, you know, fight TNC when they're still a little bit scattered. They saw, you know, one show elsewhere on the map. They know with their vision, you know, they've got one observer ward that's kind of watching around the Roche pit, one that's watching towards mid lane. They've got, you know, 4 observer wards along this line, creating vision for Happy Feet all the way from like mid lane down towards bottom lane. So they knew exactly where TNC were. It was the right moment to strike, and they fully exploit TNC's weakness there. But the thing is, TNC, like, they just do this again. They group up as 5, they move towards a tier 2. This time, the fight is going to be on their terms. Sure, the Treant can scout them in the back, but you still have to fight into Ravage.
Yep. The Mage also going for a mechanism now, already has the Hood of Defiance, so between that and the Kraken Shell, he's almost unkillable either. And even if you silence him up, if you do damage to him, he's just gonna purge it. So you have to be extremely careful in the way how you deal with him in these fights. And yeah, TNC, their information, they have the Nether Ward, they have the armlet completed on the Chaos Knight, going into the Halberd next. So it's
Have you seen what Jesse Vash has just done?
not quite.
So he's just running around placing sentries. He places a sentry, he, you know, Quelling Blades down, or tangoed, not Quelling Blade, he tangoed down enemy sentry. Then another sentry comes from TNC, he comes along and he dewards that, and just like 4 or 5 sentries get dewarded. But he also spotted out this Observer Ward sentry combo down here, which Jesse Vash will eventually deward, give some money over to Rappy, which is very, very handy.
Okay, finds a stack up top. Do not feel comfortable fighting this one. They have a bit of a creep wave there, so they'll be able to burst down the tower immediately.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And They're kind of moving as 5, which does mean that the net worth situation is kind of stabilized for the time being. But as I say that, they're already starting to split up again and pushing out these other lanes, continuing to farm up.
Split up and farm.
Yep. Space for that again on the chat wheel after all the voice commands are gone.
Oh yeah. And Puck isn't too far from Blink. It's just not the Blink timing we expect from like a solo lane Puck, right? It's 15 minutes in, you kind of expect it to be here. But Raven alone bot lane has been scouted, and with what, 2 heroes that have shown top, this maybe is a go. Jesse Vash scouts everything in the back. They know that the CK's alone, and as soon as Ven shows mid, they'll have the perfect opportunity to strike.
They have to go now though. Raven already on the retreat. Jesse Vash ready to interrupt it though with the overgrowth. Does force out the ultimate, only gets a 1 extra illusion. Follow-up control. Yash actually almost dies to the right clicks here, but mid lane Queen of Pain ends up falling. Alright. Raven's still fighting. He's actually doing this. He does have the Arnet, does get the 1 kill. And everyone else forced to turn around, so I guess he's getting a double kill. 3v1 XD.
Raven wins 1v3. Excuse me. Mid lane, what happened was they set up really perfectly a swap into Split Earth. So Queen of Pain got swapped back, 1437 had channeled the stun. They land it really nicely, just, you know, chain stun through the Queen of Pain, down she goes. And this was all happening while you were watching CK just demolish 3 heroes who tried to gank him.
Actually discussing, like, Puck is coming in, delivering his burst, but Raven already had the ultimate off. Just 2 or 3 right clicks, Puck was down to like a third of his health points. Yeah.
And this is a Puck who needed that kill to get Blink as well. That was what that kill was meant to gain them.
Yeah. Oh, gonna get that before all the outer tier towers are down, because it's already happened. Roko done up. Might find him still here, who's alone himself down in the bottom. And a couple right clicks with the Kaya also amplifying his things, but takes a little bit too long. 1437 made the rotation, ready to help out his friend. TNC just very crisp gameplay right now. Perhaps apart from that one slight overextension here, where Happy Feet were able to get a couple of kills on mid. Is Roshan gonna factor into TNC's plans anytime soon, or do they don't feel like they need it?
Right now, they just want to use Ravage in a team fight, I think. We've seen, what, 1 Ravage against the Puck bot?
Yeah.
And apart from that, it's just been Samage waddling into a team fight and saying, hey, I have Ravage, try and fight into me. That's just not happening. I'm just looking through talents, because I just want to try and make sure there's nothing that... you know, nothing cool that we've missed out on that's been added in. I don't think there is. I mean, we've talked about the Treant one already a bunch of times with the tree respawning, but I don't think it has much effect this game. I think everyone else is pretty standard. Just a few little changes here and there.
Yep.
Actually, plus 25% Anchor Smash damage reduction is pretty insane.
Oh yeah.
Because that pushes it up to 85. Which is a lot.
Yeah, that is. For what, 4 seconds? 6 seconds.
I mean, maybe not in this game, because no one's right-clicking in this game. It's all magic damage.
Right. But mechanism all on online as well on the Tidehunter. They've also seen a medallion onto the Shark, so if they want to go for Roche, that's going to help as well. And looks like they want to perhaps drop for smoke. 1437 holding on to 1, going into the Atos next as well. I'm trying to
They have Mech Pipe.
That is
Mech Pipe, Glimmer Cape, Medallion. They could go Roche. They could find a pick and go and take. I guess go and take Roshan right there. They have to at this point. There are no more tier 2s remaining.
Yeah.
They've got Veil Atos over on your Pugna. They've literally got every item that they would ever want 20 minutes in the game to go and make a fight happen.
Yash up on the high ground. They have the exact same idea. TNC is probably setting up for Roche, but can they really do something against this? Another Sentry will scout out to Jesse Vash. Bit of a freebie, so Happy Feet. Instead, they're gonna try and get a few towers here. They already got top. Now they're looking to also get bottom, but I don't believe TNC cared too much about that at this point.
Nah, it's a bot tier 1. Queen of Pain is forced to use the DD. They could never come back in contest, and now Cuckoo has the Aegis. So pushing high ground here could be pretty easy for TNC if they get a nice Phantasm off.
Level 2, so at least get 2 illusions. Perhaps the third one. I don't believe he's been lucky yet this game. Ults that we've seen, but Yasha actually doing nice things, skipping creep wave mid. It's gonna force them back eventually, but they do have a siege creep. It's very hard to actually burst down and make sure the backdoor region kicks back in. So Raven, yeah, he does get that extra illusion this time. Towers dropping lower and lower. Kuroko. Okay, he popped the BKB. It didn't matter. Plenty of physical damage on a swap into a Split Earth onto Raisin. Next one on the list here. Eventually here, Overgrowth gives a little bit of space, but not enough. 2 big cores already down, and might just be it, honestly. There's no glyph, there's no anything. There's still a catapult thing. Yeah, that was a hero there. Not anymore. TNC, they can go for megas.
I believe the game is over.
Yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. Have all the push in the world to make that happen. Good holding on to another blast so we can get max value out of it. On the 2 Rex, that is.
I just want to see Sam H use Ravage. Come on, my dude. Just walk into their fountain and use it.
TNC actually gonna back off here.
Are they? Like, do they go top and push the wave all the way into tier 3?
I mean, I wouldn't, but maybe. Oh, there it is. That's a perfect Ravage opportunity. That is Sam H. Catches absolutely everybody. And they're all gonna die or run away, one or the other. Maybe both. Rappy. All the minus armor. Gets dragged back. Kuroko with the Sonic Wave. Doesn't really do anything against the mechanism. BG is called as he blinks away. Alright. Yeah, first big teamfight Ravage of the game. XD.
Not entirely necessary,
no.
but flashy nonetheless. We got to see one. We got to see a team fight Ravage.